asking the questions, Amol Rajan.
Hello and welcome to University Challenge, where we're about to play the first of this year's quarter-finals. There are just 8 teams left in the competition, and in this round, they will all play at least twice. 2 wins will see them into the semis, 2 losses will knock them out of the competition, while if they win 1 match and lose another, they'll then need to win a 3rd to remain in the game. This year's team from Imperial are coming into the quarter-finals on intimidating form, having inflicted 2 heavy defeats on strong teams from Manchester and Wadham College, Oxford. In that second match, remarkably, they scored full marks on 11 of their 16 bonus rounds on topics ranging from the works of Aubrey Beardsley to the sociology of religion and types of sushi, though in both their matches so far, they've scored no points at all on poetry. With an average score of just over 325 points per game, let's meet the Imperial team for the 3rd time.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Stokes. I'm originally from Chester and I'm studying for a Masters in Applied Genomics.
Hi, I'm Mathiel Alkabi. I'm from South London and I'm studying chemistry.
And their captain.
Hi, I'm Matthew Spry. I'm from Gateshead and I'm studying for a PhD in electrochemistry.
Hi, I'm Jaime Salamanca Camacho. I'm from Madrid, Spain, and I'm studying a Master's in Quantum Fields and Fundamental Forces.
The team from Christ College, Cambridge have seen off 2 Oxford colleges to get to this point, Exeter and St Edmund Hall. Both those matches were close until the final third, when Christ each time just seemed to find an extra gear. Against St Edmund Hall in particular, they look very confident on the buzzer, particularly on their own degree subjects, which isn't always a given. And in both matches, they've been notably strong on science and social science. Their main weakness, however, appears to be film. Christ's average score so far is 210 points per game. Let's meet them once again.
Hi, I'm Anneke Furman. I'm from The Hague in the Netherlands and I study classics.
Hi, I'm Brendan Bethlehem. I'm from North London and I study linguistics.
And their captain.
Hello, I'm Oscar Despard. I'm from Dublin in Ireland, and I study biochemistry.
Hi, I'm Linus Liu. I'm from Orpington and I study maths.
Very nice to see you all. I can see that you're itching to get on with it, so let's get going, shall we? Fingers on buzzers, best of luck. Here's your first starter for 10. In Italian literature, what 7-letter term denotes a form of short prose fiction, exemplified by the tales in Boccaccio's Decameron, typically realistic in mode and often ostensibly based on actual local events, but with an element of fable or parable? Today, the word is used in English with a much broader meaning of a long, short story, and has been...
Christ's Bethlehem.
Novella?
It is novella, yes, well done. 3 bonus questions for you, Chris, on ancient Greek theatres. What English word derives from an ancient Greek term for the structure behind the performance area that acted both as a changing area for actors and as a visual backdrop for performances? The English word has several meanings in a theatrical context, including a subdivision of an act.
This is a scene.
Scene, okay.
A scanner.
Very good. Scene.
Yes, from the Greek skena, as you clearly knew. Now more associated with a different performance art form, what word was the name of the area occupied by the chorus in Greek theatres?
Yeah.
Orchestra. Excellent. Orchestra.
Yeah. Finally, ancient Greek theatres were equipped with a thymele, or altar, dedicated to which god?
Dionysus.
Dionysus. Dionysus.
Yes, it is, yeah. Now, start the question. During his travels in 1815, what type of monumental object did William John Banks have transported from the river island of Filey to his estate at Kingston Lacey? Its Egyptian and Greek inscriptions later made it, along with the Rosetta Stone, one of the major artefacts used in the...
Christ's Firman.
An obelisk.
It is an obelisk, yes, well done. Your bonuses, Price, are on extinct Eastern Iranian languages. Which ancient Eastern Iranian language is that of the oldest Zoroastrian scriptures, after which this language is named?
Avestan.
Nominate Bethlehem.
Avestan?
Yes. Named after the historic region of Transoxiana, where it was spoken. Which language replaced Greek as the official language of the Kushan Empire that emerged in the 1st century CE?
It's probably Scythian, I think. It's probably Scythian.
Do you have any idea, Annika?
I was going to say Coptic, but that sounds wrong.
No, the Coptic is Egypt.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Scythian.
Yeah.
Scythian?
No, it's Bactrian. The language spoken by the Scythians, Sarmatians and Alans in antiquity is the ancestor of which modern language spoken in the Central Caucasus?
Ascetic.
Ascetic.
Yeah.
Ascetic.
Yes, it is. Let's start the question. In 1915, while working at the College of Hawaii, the chemist Alice Ball developed a technique for making chul mugra oil water-soluble and injectable, which allowed it to be used effectively in treating what bacterial disease? Between 1919 and 1922, use of this treatment...
Christ's Bethlehem.
Influenza.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. Use of this treatment in Hawaii enabled several people to be released from exile in the quarantine town of Kalaupapa and meant that no new patients were sent there.
Imperial Spry.
Leprosy.
Yes, Hansen's disease or leprosy is right. Yeah, well done. Your bonuses, Imperial, are on geology, specifically on rocks and minerals that are among the oldest on Earth. About 4 billion years old, the Acasta gneiss is an exposed rock formation in a large plateau or shield that occupies about 2/5 of the land area of what country?
Australia.
No, it's Canada. Mineral grains have been found at Mount Naria in Western Australia that are at least 4.1 billion years old. The mineral in question is the silicate of what element with a chemical symbol ZR?
Zirconium.
Yes. At least 5 billion years old, predating the Earth, are fragments of the Murchison meteorite that fell in 1969 to the east of Bendigo, in which Australian state?
That's Victoria. Is it Victoria?
Yep. Victoria.
Yes, it is, yeah. Picture round now. And for your picture starter, you're going to see a diagram of a heart. For 10 points, identify the structure marked.
Christ's despard.
The tricuspid valve.
No, you can have a bit more time, but you may not confer, Imperial. So,
Imperial El Kubi.
The bicuspid valve.
no, it's the sinoatrial node. Another side of the question. We'll take your picture bonuses in a second. A painting by Edgar Degas was slashed by which fellow artist, supposedly due to objections to its depiction of his wife, Suzanne? Degas would later purchase many of the artist's own paintings, describing him as greater than we thought after his death in 1883.
Christ's firmament.
Millet.
No?
Imperial Spry.
Manet.
Yes, that's right. Your bonus is then Imperial. The sinoatrial node is the starting point for the contraction of the heart, producing spontaneous action potentials that cause the atria to contract. Your picture bonuses will be electrocardiogram traces where something has gone wrong with the contraction of the heart. In each case, give the medical name of the condition. First, this condition.
Is it like fibrillation? Oh, sure. Fibrillation.
Is it fibrillation? Does that mean anything?
All I can think of is arrhythmia.
Arrhythmia.
But it looks quite rhythmic.
I'll just nominate you. Nominate Salamanca Camacho.
Fibrillation.
No, it's atrial flutter. Secondly,
Like tachycardia.
That could be
Okay.
tachycardia.
Sure.
Yeah.
Tachycardia.
yeah, and finally,
That might be arrhythmia.
Yeah. Arrhythmia.
no, that's not specific enough. We needed ventricular fibrillation.
Oh.
Let's start the question. From Latin via French, what four-letter name is given to the thick, pulpy mixture of crushed grapes and juice produced as...
Imperial El Kubi.
Must.
Must. Well done, yeah. Your bonuses, Imperial, puts you in the lead on cinema. Which German filmmaker directed the 1974 film Ali, Fear Eats the Soul, which tells the story of an older widow who falls in love with a younger Moroccan immigrant? His other films include Veronica Voss and The Bitter Tears of Petra von Kant.
East German filmmaker. Oh, okay. Is it not Herzog?
Yeah, good.
Werner Herzog.
No, it was Rainer Werner Fassbinder. Fear Eats the Soul is a reworking of the 1955 film All That Heaven Allows, starring Jane Wyman and Rock Hudson. This is a film by which German director who achieved success in America with melodramas such as Imitation of Life and Written on the Wind?
Herzog again. No, it's not Herzog. It should be out somewhere earlier.
We'll just guess it
Lang?
up.
It's too early for Lang.
It's
Yeah, it's too early for Lang.
Oh, I'll say it's just
Go ahead for Lang.
Lang.
No, it's Douglas Sirk. In an homage to the work of Sirk, who directed the 2002 film Far From Heaven, starring Julianne Moore as a wealthy housewife whose life begins to fall apart. His other films include I'm Not There and Carol.
Carol is Todd Haynes.
Todd Haynes.
Todd Haynes.
Haynes.
Yeah.
Todd Haynes.
Yes, it is. Well done. Let's start the question now. Things are buzzers. In a discussion of narrative form, to what 19th century novel was Margaret Atwood referring when she wrote, "The point of entry is very far along in the sequence of events. The female protagonist is long dead. Her obsessed and morally dubious..."
Christ's Despard.
Wuthering Heights.
It is Wuthering Heights, yes, well done. Your scores level. Your bonuses then are 3 questions on historical regions of Europe. Appearing in the name of a crown land of the Habsburg monarchy, what is the name of the region now divided between Poland and Ukraine? Its notable large cities include Lviv.
Galicia, I think.
But not Livonia or anything like that.
No, Livonia's in Latvia.
Okay, sorry. So it's
Galicia.
Galicia.
Yeah.
Galicia.
Yes. Historically a term used for a frontier district. What is the name of the historic region that includes territory in Romania, Serbia and Hungary? Its largest city is Timișoara.
This is Wallachia, I think.
Any other? Anything? Okay. Nominate Bethlehem.
Wallachia?
No, it's Banat. Wrocław is the largest city of which historical region of Europe, now located almost entirely within the borders of Poland, but with small parts in the Czech Republic and Germany? A single-word answer is enough here.
Wrocław is in... So it's in, like, the bottom corner of Poland, so... Is it Silesia? It could be Silesia.
Could be Silesia.
Yeah.
Silesia.
Yes, it is. Yeah, well done. Let's start the question. Sample vaporization, hard or soft ionization?
Imperial Spry.
Mass spectrometry.
Well done. Well done. Well done. Your bonuses are 3 questions on ways of cooking potatoes in French cuisine. Referring to a profession, what term denotes a preparation of thinly sliced potatoes layered with onions and cooked in stock in an oven? The term indicates that historically people without their own ovens would take such dishes to these establishments in the evening and cook them in the residual heat there.
Sounds like bacon. That would be boulanger.
Bakery.
I've not heard of that. Is it?
Baker's
It
potatoes.
sounds like gratin or something.
It does.
But
Is that a
that
profession?
just means like
Yeah.
thinly
Layered.
sliced. Or...
Baker, because like
Would
Rembrandt.
it be boulanger? I would-
Baker.
In
Bakery.
French?
Oh,
Boulanger.
Yeah.
boulanger.
Yes, we'll accept that. À la boulangère. What female given name appears in the name of a dish consisting of thinly sliced potatoes, seasoned and layered in concentric rings, and baked in large quantities of melted butter in a very hot oven until they form a golden crusted cake?
Okay, so this is called like gratin dauphinoise. Dauphinoise could be...
I'm just going to nominate you.
Sure.
Nominate Elkaby.
Gratin dauphinoise.
No, it's not. You're thinking about something different. That's pomme Anna. Literally meaning melting, what French term denotes potatoes trimmed into cylinders, browned on their ends, and pan or oven braised until soft in a mixture of stock and butter? This word may also mean a soft sugar paste used by confectioners.
Like fondant.
Is it-
Fondant.
Fondant.
Fondant. Yeah, fondant.
Fondant.
It is fondant, yeah, absolutely delicious. Let's start the question. I need a Greek-derived term here. Cup of tea and want some are examples of what type of sentence...
Christ's Bethlehem.
Phatic expressions?
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. You may not confer, Imperial, but you can hear more of the question. What type of sentence construction in which words are omitted when they can be understood from the context? The same term...
Imperial Salamanca Camacho.
Ellipsis.
Ellipsis, yes, well done. 3 questions for you, Imperial, on a prefix in mathematics. In linear algebra, what 5-letter German prefix is used to describe vectors that do not change direction under a given linear transformation and their associated values that describe the scaling factor of the transformation?
Eigen.
Yes. The eigenvalues of a matrix are usually represented by the lowercase form of what Greek letter? Elsewhere, it is used to represent Lagrange multipliers and the radioactive decay constant.
Lambda.
Yeah.
Lambda.
Yes. The eigenvalues of a given matrix can be obtained by solving a polynomial named with what 14-letter word? This word also names a topological invariant used by Leonhard Euler to describe the relationship between an object's vertices, edges and faces.
It's characteristic.
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 It is, well done. Music round now. And for your music starter, you will hear a piece of classical music. For 10 points, simply name the composer.
Christ's Bethlehem.
Schubert?
It is Schubert, yes. That was Du bist die Ruhe, one of Schubert's many Lieder, or musical settings of poetry. For your music bonuses, you're going to hear 3 more of Schubert's Lieder, and this time I want you to give me the title of each, which in each case is shared with the original poem. You may give your answer in English or German. First, this Lied from 1817, which is a setting of a poem by Matthias Claudius.
It's just Erlkönig.
Yeah, this is Erlkönig.
No, Erlkönig is Goethe.
Well, he played the Winterreise.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Winterreise?
No, it's Death and the Maiden. Second, based on a poem by Goethe.
That's Erlkönig. Yeah, Erlkönig.
Yes, exactly. And finally, based on a poem by Christian Schubart.
This is Die Forelle.
Yeah, different.
Die Forelle?
Yes, exactly. Good try. Well done. Very good. Now let's start a question. Named after a Scottish explorer and with a drainage basin almost the size of Mexico, which river has a main stem that flows from Great Slave Lake into a namesake bay of the...
Imperial Spry.
Mackenzie?
It is the Mackenzie River, yes. Well done. Your bonuses are on fictional characters and the higher education institution that they attended. In Sally Rooney's Normal People, what higher education institution do Marianne Sheridan and Connell Waldron attend as undergraduates?
Not read it, but somewhere in Ireland.
Trinity College Dublin.
Yeah,
Is it a fictional institution?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's not a real institution?
No.
Oh, I have no idea.
Say Trinity anyway.
Yeah. Trinity College Dublin.
It is exactly that. Christopher Marlowe's Dr. Faustus received a doctorate in theology at the University of which city? Located in the German state of Saxony-Anhalt. This university is now merged with the University of Halle and named after Martin Luther, who was a professor there.
Named after Martin Luther.
It could be Wittenberg, maybe? Because I know that's like where associated
what
with
that is.
Martin Luther.
Yeah, I should say it's a Witten or Witten. Wittenberg.
Wittenberg.
Yes. What university is the alma mater of Nick Carraway, the narrator of F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby, as well as that of Mr. Burns in The Simpsons?
Pick one, Harvard, Yale.
Yeah, I think one of top ones.
Harvard.
Back the wrong horse, it's Yale.
No.
I need 2 answers promptly here. Differing by only a single letter, and both including a term used in geometry, what 2 titles represent, respectively, a series of paired biographies by Plutarch and the 1978 studio album by Blondie that includes the single Heart of Glass?
Imperial Spry.
Parallel lives and parallel lines.
Exactly right. Well worked out. Well done. 3 questions for you, Imperial, on an Asian country. Founded by King Sanjaya, the Hindu-Buddhist kingdom of Mataram flourished on which island between the 8th and the 11th centuries?
Sri Lanka. Could be Sri Lanka, could be like Mauritius.
I'd say it's Sri Lanka.
More likely, I think.
Sri Lanka?
No, it's Java. Based on the island of Sumatra, which Buddhist maritime empire flourished during the 7th to the 11th century? Its name comes from a combination of Sanskrit words for wealth and victorious.
Majapahit Empire or Majapahit?
Can I nominate? Yeah. Nominate Salamanca Camacho.
Majapahit.
No, it's Srivi Jaya. Now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which large Buddhist temple complex in central Java was built in the 8th and 9th centuries by the Shailendra dynasty?
Borobudur.
Yes, well done. Let's start a question. In differential geometry, according to the Theorema Egregium proved by Gauss in 1827, what property of a surface must be invariant?
Christ Lou.
Curvature?
Well done, it is indeed. Your bonuses, Price, are on works with similar titles. A satirical comedy drama set among the French upper class made just before the Second World War. The 1939 film, The Rules of the Game, is a work by which French director?
Name a French director.
I don't know.
Jacques Macron.
No, sounds good. Jean Renoir. The 4-volume autobiography, The Rules of the Game, is by which French ethnographer? A poet and novelist, he founded the short-lived College of Sociology with Georges Bataille and Roger Caillois.
Any guesses? Oh, I don't think it's Levi-Strauss, but do we have anything?
College of Sociology, could that be Descartes?
I was a sociologist. wasn't
Okay, we'll go with Foucault.
Foucault?
Yeah.
Foucault.
No, it was Michel Léry. The Rules of the Game is a 1918 play by which Italian dramatist? His later work, Six Characters in Search of an Author, begins with a company of actors rehearsing the earlier play.
Pirandello.
Pirandello's right, yeah, well done. Let's start the question. With which musical instrument are the jazz musicians Milt Jackson and Gary Burton most associated? The latter noted for developing the 4-mallet grip named after him. Similar to the marimba, but with bars of aluminium alloy instead of wood. And
Christ Bethlehem.
The vibraphone.
it is the vibraphone, yes, well done. 3 questions for you, Christ, on energy storage in ecosystems. In ecology, the rate at which chemical energy is stored in plant biomass in a given area is referred to as the GPP. That's Golf Papa Papa. For what do these letters stand?
GPP. So one of them was photosynthetic, I think.
The P's for products, I think.
So is it gross photosynthetic product?
No, it's gross primary production. Bad luck.
Okay, fine.
NPP, or net primary production, is calculated by subtracting R from the GPP. This represents the chemical energy lost to the environment through what process?
Photorespiration. So photorespiration?
Yes,
Or
respiration,
yeah.
yes, exactly. A major way to store chemical energy in plants for their later use involves polymerizing alpha glucose to form what macromolecule?
So this is alpha glucose. Is it not starch? Yeah, starch.
It is starch and not cellulose.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry.
Well done. Picture round now. For your picture starter, you'll see a self-portrait. For 10 points, please name the artist, and I must tell you that some helpful wording has been obscured.
Imperial Salamanca Camacho.
Dürer.
Yes, that was Albert Dührer's self-portrait at the age of 28. And for your bonuses, you'll see 3 more youthful self-portraits. In each case, please name the artist. Firstly, this self-portrait painted when the artist was around the age of 30.
Goya?
No. Caravaggio? Could be Caravaggio.
Yeah.
Or Guido Reni. Caravaggio.
Yeah,
Should we go
Caravaggio, yeah.
Caravaggio?
Caravaggio.
There's Tintoretto. Secondly, this Italian artist who painted this self-portrait at around the age of 24.
Sofoni Spagnuolo.
Anguissola, yeah, yeah.
Italian, no. Lavinia Fontana.
Are you
Right?
sure I recognise this? No, I think
Is it Sofoni Spagnuolo?
I think it's Anguissola.
Go for Anguissola then.
No, I don't think so. Anguissola?
It is, well done for backing yourself. And finally, this self-portrait painted when the artist was 16.
Could be Van Dyck.
Could be Rembrandt. It does look a bit Rembrandt-y.
Rembrandt.
I've only seen old self-portraits.
Oh, Rembrandt,
so
yeah.
I don't know. Should we go for that? Yeah, Rembrandt.
No, it was Van Dyck.
Oh.
Let's start a question. What name links all of these? A Neo-Pythagorean of the 1st century CE, who was later seen as a champion of Greek culture. The author of the epic poem known as the Argonautica. And the...
Imperial Salamanca Camacho.
Apollonius.
It is indeed. Well done. Your bonuses, Imperial, are on piano variations based on popular songs. 12 variations on the French nursery rhyme À vous dirai je, maman, were written by which composer? This composer's 6th and 11th piano sonatas also feature a theme and variations movement.
It's Mozart.
Mozart.
It is. The US composer Frederick Shevsky wrote a series of 36 piano variations on which Chilean protest song by Sergio Ortega Alvarado?
Chilean protest song. Maybe.
What's your favourite Chilean protest song?
I don't know really.
Trying to say something in
I'm gonna
Spanish.
go Ay Carmela.
Nominate Salamanca Camacho.
Ay Carmela.
It's the People United will never be defeated. You did know that. Finally, Beethoven wrote a set of 5 variations on which song with music by Thomas Arne that was originally composed for the patriotic masque Alfred? Come on.
We have no idea.
No,
Pass.
okay, it's Rule Britannia. 4 minutes to go, plenty of time, Christ for you. The ESRF in Grenoble and Diamond Light Source in Oxfordshire are examples of what class of...
Christ Despot.
Synchrotron.
Yes, your bonuses, Christ, are 3 questions on philosophy and animal rights. Animals and Why They Matter and The Ethical Primate are works by which British philosopher and campaigner for animal rights? She died in 2018.
Do we know?
I don't know.
Butler.
Is she?
I don't know. Butler.
Mary Midgley. In a work subtitled Disability, Nationality and Species Membership, which US philosopher examines questions of social justice posed by unequal parties? Her other works include Sex and Social Justice and Women and Human Development.
Could this be Butler?
You go by they them pronouns, but I don't know. We could try.
Butler.
No, it's Martha Nussbaum. Animal Liberation is a 1975 book by
Singer,
which
yeah,
Australian...
Singer.
Yes, it is, Peter Singer. Now let's start the question. As mentioned in Leviticus 23:40, Arava, Lulav, Hadass, Etrog are 4 species of plant...
Christ Bethlehem.
Sukkot.
It is Sukkot. Yes, your bonuses are on historical figures in the plays of Shakespeare. The epilogue to Henry IV Part 2 explicitly denies that which character was a depiction of the Lollard and rebel John Oldcastle, whom the epilogue
Falstaff.
claims... Yes.
Falstaff.
The fourth act of Henry VI Part 2 concerns the 1450 rebellion of which historical figure? They have some success in capturing London Bridge, but are eventually killed by Alexander Iden.
Oh, who is this? I know this. It could be Warwick the Kingmaker, but I just don't know.
Warwick the Kingmaker.
No, it's Jack or John Cade. In Henry VI Part 1, who leads the forces that defeat Sir John Talbot? Treated ambivalently by Shakespeare, at the end of the play, this person is captured and executed as a witch.
Is this Joan of Arc?
No, it's Margaret of Anjou, I think.
Margaret of Anjou?
No, it is Joan of Arc. Bad luck. Let's start a question. The 10th century Farsi epic poem, Shah Nameh, or Book of Kings, covers the history of the kings of Persia from mythical times to the downfall of what dynasty?
Christ Bethlehem.
The Sassanid dynasty.
Yes, it is. Your bonuses, Bryce, are 3 questions on website development. Modern websites use a combination of HTML markup language, CSS style guides, and which high-level programming language implemented into
JavaScript.
Yes. Which web development library based on JavaScript was created at Facebook in the early 2010s and became the basis for their web app? It reputedly takes its short name from its ability to dynamically respond to changes made by website users.
Maybe jQuery.
jQuery.
No, it's React. The structured query language, or SQL, is commonly used to interact with what system on the back end of a website? It generally stores large quantities of information using a relational model.
Database, yeah.
Databases.
Yes. Let's start the question. Involving the reshuffling of cells to form a double-walled cup, which embryonic stage in multicellular animals consists of 3 germinal layers? The ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. These give rise to various organs and organ systems and follow the blastular stage.
Christ Despot.
Gastrulation.
Yes, it is. Your bonuses are on translators. In each case, the answer is a Northern European language. Works translated by the US author Tina Nunali include Olav Odinson and Kristin Lavransdatter by Sigrid Undset, a Nobel laureate who wrote in what language?
That sounds like Icelandic, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't, because Unstead is a surname, so probably Norwegian.
Norwegian? Norwegian?
Yes, translated into English by Victoria Cribb, The Blue Fox and From the Mouth of the Whale are novels by Sion, a literary figure who writes in what language?
That sounds like it might be Icelandic.
Icelandic?
Yeah.
Icelandic?
Yes, Laurie Thompson, who died in 2015, translated crime novels featuring the fictional detectives Van Veteren and Wallander. In what language did these works originally appear?
Probably Danish.
Wallander, you think it's Danish?
I think it's Danish.
Danish?
No, it's Swedish. Another starter question. And at the bottom, we put it at 160 and Christ at 180. Well, well, well. Imperial, that was such a ludicrously tight game, and then you switched off for the last 2 minutes. Bad luck, guys, but this is not the end for you. We shall see you again, and you certainly got another chance to get through, but you're going to have to play 2 matches to do it. Bad luck, you were beaten by a phenomenal performance, and what a comeback. That must feel pretty good, eh?
Astonishing, yeah.
Absolutely astonishing.
No, we didn't expect to win this.
Yeah, I think a lot of people at home also weren't expecting it because you sort of disappeared for a bit, but you came back brilliantly. What a thrilling bit of quizzing end of TV. We're going to see you again. Congratulations. I hope you could join us next time for another quarter-final match, but until then, it is goodbye from Imperial.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from Christ College, Cambridge.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.